Tierra here with Gypsyfae Creations. Thanks so much for tuning in and stopping by to hang out with me as I'm starting on another soap making adventure. A few months ago I was given a Be Scented mystery box by a subscriber. I've never tried the company and I've always been curious about the Be Scented mystery boxes, so I am using some of the fragrance that came in that box today. They were 2 ounces, and so there's a handful of fragrances in there, and I thought it would probably be best if I just blended some of them together and mixed them so that I can make a full batch of soap, and that is what I'm doing today. One of the fragrances is called Lemon Slices, and the other one is called Sparkling Ginger. So I'm just kind of throwing these things together and making a soap based around those scents. I have just mixed in my lye solution into my oils. There is coconut milk powder, kaolin clay, Tessa silk, and sodium lactate in my recipe. So let's give that a quick little whiz. So I'm going to split this off into 3 different colors. Into this bowl I have a jaded green, that was a Soapbox Mica's colorant. In this container is some titanium dioxide dispersed in water, and into the big bucket I'm going to add some Sunflower Yellow by Mica's and More, and then we'll blend them up, mix in our fragrance, and start pouring. Watch me struggle to get this open. That's the thing with bags of Mica's. I struggle to open them. If you get them in jars, so much easier. So I'm thinking an in the pot swirl is going to work for this design. But before I do that, I'm going to add some green jojoba beads into the yellow part. Add a little bit of green speckled bits in there, and there's a little bit of exfoliation. And when they hit water, they burst open and there is jojoba oil inside of this. So that'll add a little extra nourishing fun to this soap. Mix that in, pour in our other 2 colors, and I'll start pouring. So for the top of the soap, I am going to start by placing some of these melt and pour ice cubes, and then off to the side I have some soap frosting that I'm going to pipe on one side as well. These I just want to look like ice cubes, so they don't need to go in there perfectly. Just different angles and such, and leave room on the side for the soapy frosting. Coming up with this design was kind of out of the blue, but definitely inspired by those 2 fragrances I mixed together. When you think of lemon and you think of ginger and you think of lime, there isn't much that comes to mind. I thought ginger ale, I thought Sprite, but they're 2 different drinks. I recently saw though that Sprite did come out with a ginger Sprite. So there is a flavored Sprite that is in ginger. So it's a real thing. Didn't know that, never had it. That's one thing I could say I based this off of, but realistically, I just picked up those two fragrances, thought they complemented one another, and blended them together, and came up with this. Never know where the inspiration or theme for soap will come from. I did do a little researching to see if maybe there were some cocktails that I could name this after, and I did have a little bit of trouble coming up with anything. But I did learn something new about a process of making your own homemade fermented sodas or probiotic drinks, and it is called a ginger bug. Never in my life have I heard of one of these. Has anyone else? Like, anyone made a ginger bug before, heard of it before, tried one before? But apparently it's kind of like a sourdough starter. It has lots of wild bacteria and yeast in it, and you mix together a slurry of fresh ginger, sugar, and water, and it kind of creates that bubbliness that you get in carbonated sodas, but it's homemade, obviously. So then you start thinking of, you know, what could you make with a ginger bug, and one of the drinks is a lemon lime ginger bug. So I thought that was really neat that there is a little drink that exists that I didn't know about. Alright, so I've got all of those little ice cubes on there. Still waiting for my frosting to set up, but we will pipe that on so that I can set these little lemon slices on my dollops, and then I have like a little garnish of a mint leaf to go on there as well. Alright, let's see if I can cut into this without having any problems. I gotta say, it smells really good. It always boggles my mind how they do this, but when you get an effervescent smell in a soap, so if you get a fragrance that says sparkling and it has that bubbly scent to it, it's pretty crazy. Let's see. Yeah, it smells like sparkling ginger and Sprite. That's all I can describe it as. It really does sparkle in your nose. So I have got 2 more soaps for you that are summer themed before the release, and then we get into our fall soaps, and I can't say it enough, I am ready for fall. July is always so hot and humid, and August usually gets worse before it gets better. The sound of pumpkin everything and cool breezes, it sounds so refreshing right now. The fact that I have to make fall soaps in summer and plan them, it has me longing for it even more. I was actually in the Dollar General today, and they had some fall stuff set out. Couldn't help myself. I came home with one of those little mini cinnamon brooms, and a pack of those scented like air freshener sachets, like packets. I like to put them in my car. Not gonna put them out yet, of course. I will hold on to them, but it just smells so good. I'm so ready. I really love how this soap turned out. It does have some glycerin rivers in it though, but I've learned to not hate them so much. I really have. They're not that hideous. There is one more piece to this soap that I have to add, and that are these little lime slices. I will put those on the front, and these will be available on August 21st. So mark your calendars. I think they turned out really cool, and they smell so good. Very nice. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Ooh, look at this one. It turned out really cool. Any questions or comments, you can leave them for me in the comment section down below. And until next time, I hope you guys have a very nice day. I will smell you later.